Here's the thinking that I had when I was working on the Yin Yang VAWT. If you look at a Savonius, it looks something like that. Yeah, we'll just leave the particles. And you can see the particles come in, they turn around like this, and they're just really swirly. It looks like there's a lot of turbulence developed, and it just didn't look real pretty. And I wondered what would happen if that flow was smoother. So this is the shape I came up with. So then I started with a circle. And if you take a diameter of the circle and take thirds of that, and go in the middle of each third, you have like an arc that's centered here, there, an arc centered here, there, and then also centered here. You go to this third and draw around, and from this center you draw around here, and then you can open up these areas here. So then what you end up with is this kind of a yin yang thing, and you can see that the flow is quite a bit smoother going through the middle. So anyhow, that was just the thinking I had going into that. If you look at the pressure, you know, this side would be, if the wind was coming from this direction, this side would be going into the wind, and you get some pressure here, but since this is a circle, all the pressure is directed toward the center, so it doesn't affect the torque at all. So on the advancing side, it doesn't have any negative torque, and all you get is the torque from this side. Get some low pressures maybe, and that sort of thing. So that's the idea behind the wind turbine. I think if you'll notice, if you just simply remove this wall here, and this wall here, okay, you end up with a Ugrinsky shape. So maybe he followed along the same thought process, but decided to open this up for more torque. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I'm just going to leave these walls closed here and here and see what happens. Okay, here's the printed part. It's 190 millimeters tall, 100 millimeters in diameter, and it's got the Yin Yang profile, and it's got a helix to it too. Here we got 1.86 meters, 2 meters per second. Just waiting for a little puff here. This wind turbine is moving a little bit. .7, almost 4. 3.42. So the Yin Yang turbine does spin. Can't really say much about its efficiency, but it does turn in the wind. There's 4.47, just at that peak. Now we're at about 3.5, 4, 5 meters per second there. About between 4 and 5. 6, 5.5. Saw a peak there. Wind speed. .3, 4.8. It's peaking out at about 5.5 meters per second.